Good evening, and welcome to the Heikodalic Show. We would like to take this moment to let you know that viewer and listener discretion is strongly advised. So sit back, have yourself a nice cool drink or hot drink, and enjoy the show. And welcome once again to the Heikodalic Show. Oh, look who it is. Holy shit.
What's happening?
You know what that means.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, fuck, I forgot to click George on.
George decided to show up.
Well, hey.
Well, everybody, welcome to another edition of the Heikodalic Show. We even had our last second straggler. George decided to show up. Nice.
Yeah. I get there in the end.
Just under the bell.
Just made it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of making it, do you have the tune ready?
Do I have the tune ready?
No, I even have one to pop today.
Do I have the tune ready? Let's have a look.
Look, I'm ready.
Hang on.
I'm ready.
Hang on.
Let's do it.
No.
We're losing.
No.
Hang on.
Listeners, George. Oh, there we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. All right. And a 2, and then a 3, and then a 4. So,
are we all good now?
What's everybody doing?
Yes, much better. Thank you. Needed my fix.
Oh, me too.
There we go.
We're on the old ambers tonight.
You're drinking facts, are you?
Yeah.
Nothing but the facts?
That's so funny. I had those in my hand and I put it down and I got a Tuborg instead.
Oh, all the way from Denver. I've been to that brewery. I think I've done
Have
that
you?
before. Yeah.
Tuborg sounds like a Volkswagen car.
Yeah, it's in Copenhagen, isn't it?
Yeah.
In Denmark.
Copenhagen.
Went on a school trip for 2 weeks when I was 15, going on 16.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, and we went around the Tuborg factory. And at the end of it, I don't know what the drinking age in Denmark is, but at the end of it, we all had cans of Tuborg given to us. And we're like 15, 16 on a school trip.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I guess it's that Scandinavian lifestyle or something.
Well, no, they don't have drinking ages over there like we do. Like what we have here in North America is absolute horse shit.
Yeah.
You know, like we have it bad enough at 19, but in the US it's 21. Like,
that's right.
Come on.
Yeah. Well, actually, in England it was 21 till 1970, and I turned 18 in 1970, and then it actually dropped. Like in 1970, the year I became 18.
Insane.
But prior to that, you couldn't vote either. Voting was 21 as well in the UK.
Yeah. Well, yeah, either like here, you can drive a car, you can vote, you can have a baby, you can work, but you can't have a beer. Like, really?
Nuts.
Really?
Fuck, you can't even keep score at a soccer game until you're 13 here.
Oh.
No, I'm dead serious.
In Germany, the drinking age is 5.
Is it?
Yes.
As soon as you can open it, you can drink it.
You're good to go.
Well, that's like wine. It's not an alcohol, right?
Yeah. And a matter of fact, they're so easy about it over there. When I was in Germany, everywhere you go, there's these giant vending machines, right? So they have 3 kinds of pop, 3 kinds of cigarettes, and 3 kinds of beer.
Wow.
They're all over the city. So you can get your smokes and your beer wherever you want. There's wherever you want.
Well, I tell you what, as those kids, our eyes were absolutely wide opened because they had vending machines there on street corners. And I'm talking, this was like 1968, so I can't imagine what it's like now.
Right.
But they had vending machines, but the magazines and the porno mags.
Right.
Yeah.
And they were just, everything was there. You know, you had a little glass case, boom,
Yeah.
everything's there. Put your kronas in, boom, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as we got off the bus, some of the guys were like straight going through the corner, you know, where the vending machines were. I was like, "Wait, boys, we're going to the museum. Just a minute, sir."
Yeah.
Why are all the best pages stuck together?
Pardon?
Well,
Why are all the best pages stuck together?
I don't know. Why is that?
I
guess you
think
got most of the machines.
Most of Europe is most of Europe I think is the same, but I know Germany for sure because I was there. Your everyday newspapers have full nudity in them. Like it's just a common thing there. Like it's not shunned on or put away or hidden or nothing.
It's like anything, right? If it's open and normal, it's normalized. It's
well, so if no one's restricted like North Americans are to have alcohol in public, they don't have the issues that they do here in North America of people getting wasted because it's they're not allowed. It's against the law, so it's all done in secrecy and overdone and everything, right?
Well, I even found with Americans too, being 21, right?
Yeah.
When they came up here and they were 21, 22, and I was the same age, we looked at them like they were fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
Right? Just because they're like, look at them. They're fucking puking in the parking lot. Like, who the fuck does that? You guys are going to get busted, man. Like, you stupid?
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
But, it's like, oh, this is our second time drinking fucking Canadian alcohol. Like, oh, boy. Good for you.
We did that, too, because my buddy, he lived up here with us, and he moved down to Alabama.
Yeah.
AJ, he's been on the show before.
Yeah.
And Jeff and I and another buddy, we went down to visit, and we filled the trunk of the big 4-door Chev full of cases of Canadian beer. And we went down to the States, and then we started handing that beer out down there. It was hilarious. The Southern boys, they'd have 3-4 beers, and they're hammered. It was so funny.
Bigger, too.
They got so shit-faced. Oh.
Well, you want to know something? That's so funny you say that, though, because when you're speaking of shit, and then we can talk about asses, which leads right to George's backside.
All right.
Wow. Nicely done.
So, George, how is your backside this week?
It's right here. I just picked it up off the floor.
All right.
When your backside's on the floor, you got trouble.
You got problems, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You gotta keep them separated. What the hell is that? Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
I see it all right, yeah. I think you can see it all right.
Yeah. I can tell you I've never seen that album. That does not ring a bell.
It's definitely late 80s, early 90s.
It is.
First thing I thought.
It is released 1987.
87.
I thought it was
late 87.
Donny Osmond. That's what
Donny
I thought.
Osmond.
Donny Osmond.
Donny Osmond. That's a cracking guess.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish that was right. I wish I had some Donny
yeah.
Osmond records to show you.
Obviously, that's the singer there with that we can see the partial face, right?
Actually, no.
It's not?
No.
Okay, so is there that member and then another member? Like
there's a couple of guys on the other side.
a couple,
Well,
including that one that's up there.
There's 3 guys on the
That
front.
would be 3. Okay, so
The other half of him is on the front.
okay, so there's six guys altogether.
1, 2, yeah.
Yeah, 3 and 3. Okay, a 6-piece band.
Yeah.
Now that album, is it a debut album?
I don't think so. I don't think they had a few albums before this, but they weren't big sort of over here. They didn't hit like big,
So they're a UK band.
They are not a UK band.
They are not a UK band.
They're not a UK band.
And they were not from over here.
And they're not from over here.
So they're from the States?
They're
Germany?
on the States. No, they're not from the States.
Germany?
So they're from Australia.
They are from Australia.
Aha.
Okay, so 80s band from Australia.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Would they walk 500 miles?
The Proclaimers,
Yes.
they're from Scotland.
Are they? Fuck, I had
Hey, how about our
wait,
fans?
do
we have any guesses coming in?
Sorry, what was that, Derek?
This is an American band?
It's not American band, no.
No, Australia.
Oh, Australian. Oh, fuck, Australian band. A 6-piece Australian band from the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay, have our fans guessed?
Anyone?
Check the ticker tape.
Any of the hikesters? Anyone in Hikesterland?
Yeah. No, this
interesting.
is me and you, Hike. Okay, so are they country or are they considered like poppy?
No, they're rock.
They're rock. They are rock.
Definitely rock.
They are an Australian rock band. It's not AC/DC.
Wow.
No.
Obviously,
No.
they're not
yeah.
AC/DC.
I'll let you go with that one.
Yeah. No. I'm just because I'm trying to think of other Australian bands, and there's not many of them. So
No, there isn't.
No.
Oh my good gosh!
They were a cracking band at the time.
At the time, they were a cracking band,
And then they had a couple of albums into the 90s and that, but yeah.
and then that was it.
Yeah, but this was the big one.
Are they still together now, or are they done?
No, they might be, but there were certain members missing.
Like dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mid-80s rock band from Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, not the
I'm
Proclaimers.
Kathy can't be on because she would have been straight in there.
Oh, so it's gonna be something. It's gonna be like, well, if it's a rock band though, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, but it's from that era. You know, Kathy's good at any era, but she would have got this by now. I'm surprised no one else is out there that got it.
Yeah,
because it's not that difficult. Well, I didn't think so anyway.
Yeah. My God. Why can't I figure it?
Six-piece band.
I'm gonna know I'm gonna know who it is.
Yeah, you are.
Like I'm gonna go. Oh my God.
Well, you can still guess. Do you want me to put it to one side and we'll come back later? See if there's anyone out there. We'll flash the backside a couple of more times and see if anyone when they join us.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. That's We'll put it off for now.
Yes. Oh. Put it on the back burner. It's simmering. It's simmering.
Backside is on the back burner.
Midnight Oil?
It's simmering. What's that?
Midnight Oil?
Midnight Oil.
Is that the name of the band?
But you're getting warm.
How do you sleep when our bands are burning? That's a...
that was a big one, yeah.
No. So it's not.
I think that was around the same time as this album. That was.
Or is that the Proclaimers?
Oh, they're from Scotland.
That's Scotland.
500 miles.
Right. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's like the beds are burning, but not because it's more rock.
Yeah, it's more rock than that. Well, it's that kind of rock. Aussie rock.
Where's that fucking
Aussie rock?
Where's Crowded House from?
I think they're from New Zealand.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. Is that a guess?
Yeah, that was a guess.
Oh, okay. Sorry. At least you're honest.
I wasn't sure where they were from, but
At least you're honest.
I would take that as a guess.
All right. Okay. I don't want to be too harsh.
No. I'm stumped, and as I said, I'm gonna know it, and it's gonna piss me off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'll come to you.
Because for me, I don't know. Well, when you know the answer, it's obvious, right? But I would have guessed who it is much sooner than Midnight Oil, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Fuck, not that Hornsby guy. No, he's American. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah.
All right, we'll come back to
Well,
it.
we're gonna come back.
We'll give it what time is it?
Yeah.
No, it's still early. It's still early.
Well, wait,
It's like what-
Kathy might be on in a bit.
yeah, we'll try again around 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
You gig at the weekend,
we don't really
Derek.
have a guest, but let me see if I can. Pull somebody out of here.
pull someone out of a hat.
Yeah, I sometimes can do that. Here, let's.
Wow.
You know me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can pull a person out of a hat.
You got people hiding, eh?
Yeah, I do. I got people hiding. Fuck, I hide people.
Look what I got. I found some little gems.
Wow.
What are those? Oh my god! Okay, dude. I once took a pill that looked like that,
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
and it was a diamond shape, and it was reddish, freaking orange,
I have.
and it made the walls look like they were fucking. The paint was falling off of them.
Did it
So
look
weird.
more? Did it look more like this?
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For, it
Or
was
orange.
MDMA.
More orange.
No, it was
Uh-huh.
MDMA.
Okay. Well, these. Yeah. I'm gonna have one of these.
All right, fucking take one now. How many milligrams are those?
Those are 6 1/4.
6 1/4 milligrams. Take 2.
Yeah. All right. Two blue ones.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Might as well get blue.
Yeah. And see, this is the thing that I was talking about one time. If you go to the cannabis store that's run by the government,
Yeah.
you're allowed only 10 milligrams in a package, and those packages are anywhere between $12 and $20.
Yeah.
Look at this. Can you see that?
Yeah,
125 milligrams for $15.
Yeah, and that's how many pieces in there?
25 pieces.
25 pieces divided by 125.
Oh, actually, here it says right on here. Each piece is 6 1/4 milligrams.
There you
So
go.
it doesn't actually give you the number, but do the math, right?
Yeah, eat 2.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Just
Woo.
eat 2. You'll be good.
Oh,
Fucking have 5.
Love
Eat
it.
the whole fucking package. So there's the nuts.
yeah, you could.
There's nuts that I get. Oh my god, barbecue and they're coated, eh? They got a coat.
Yep.
Oh, just so good. I eat them just to drive home because they're fucking so good, right? And for anybody, I don't really drive and eat these nuts. I'm just saying.
Did you have a gig this weekend, Derek? Was it this weekend?
This weekend I was recording. Actually, want to know something?
Oh, it's next weekend. You're doing the fair thing, right? At the end of the show, at the end of the,
the
day.
10th in a couple
Uh,
weeks. I
okay,
fucking
okay.
I hurt that tendon there.
Wow. Is it swollen? Is it sticking out?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And how did you hurt it?
Playing.
Playing by yourself in the room in the
Yeah.
dark corner?
Yeah.
Ah,
Playing too hard.
that'll do it.
Have you been
So-
visiting those vending machines in Denmark again?
We went to into the recording studio this weekend.
Oh, okay.
And we recorded a couple songs. So this week, prepping for the studio, I just played too much and hurt my arm.
Ah,
And now that tendon all the way down, like all the way to my elbow, feels like not good.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
here's a
will
question
you
for you,
still?
Derek. Go on.
Oh,
Go on, Heiko.
will you still be able to paddle your kayak?
Of course. Worst comes to worst, to tape it or something. I'll figure it out.
But we will be able to row a boat, though. But anyway,
I'm not worried about the boat.
no, I'm just saying. But like, is that another word? Whatever.
The man in the boat.
Yeah.
Paddle your kayak. But Derek, if you could play with any band, if you could drum
Any
with
band.
any band, past or present, who would it be?
If I could play with any band. Like just sit in
Ooh.
and play with them? Fuck.
No, say you get a phone call. You
And
like
they're
a
like,
substitute
hey,
drummer.
come in, let's play.
That's right.
Say
Ring
our
town, and we
drummer
need a
just fell
drummer.
off a cliff. We need a drummer.
We need a drummer,
Um,
like on, in 2 nights' time for the big booking we've got in such and such a place. We'll pay you to get there. Blah blah blah. All you have to do is show up with your drumsticks.
I'd say Metallica.
So okay.
Yeah. I think 2 reasons.
Mhm.
The Metallica is probably one of my favorite bands.
Uh-huh.
I would be able to learn enough Metallica songs. Junior, you ready? I would be able to learn enough Metallica songs. I figure to do them justice on the spot or with short notice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice shades there, Junior.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would love. I fucking that would that or maybe Alice in Chains, but Alice in Chains is that's more of a band I would like to sit and watch. You know what I mean? Like sit right with them and watch because I can enjoy that. I don't enjoy watching bands from a crowd.
No.
Right? It's not the same for me. Anyways, I prefer either to be like on stage or side stage. Like
Yeah.
out front is okay and to hang out and hey, see a couple buddies, but I don't like a big crowd. Sometimes that I just like to be side stage by myself. Even I'll go over like with a practice pad just to get away and then get in the headspace. Can't hear you, Junior. You're
okay. Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, are you doing multiple things? So, Junior, how are you? How was your weekend, Junior?
Hi, Junior.
Oh God. Yeah. Hi, George. Hi, Heiko. Hi. Oh yeah, Derek. Sorry, I'm in a brain fart there.
Somebody's got some chimes going off on their phone or on their computer.
Yeah, it's mine because I've just been so damn busy. So let me just shut this right down, guys. Sorry about that. I'm just getting emails and all kinds of stuff going on. Okay, let me shut that down.
Tell everybody to piss off because you're on the radio on the Heikodalic show right now.
On
So
the
go away.
wireless.
I got more important things to do.
The weekend. Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on. To answer that question, the weekend was great. I've been the last 4 days at the Berry Fair. 4 days of music, and boy, oh boy, what a great time. It just was.
Yeah. That's cool.
Good to hear.
The thing, the family thing I just love because that atmosphere was it always makes it for me. You know, I don't have a lot of great points in many.
Yeah, you got a bad connection there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to my other site here, boys.
All right, I'm just going to put you in the back while you do that.
There you go.
So yeah. So he was up in Barrie. I guess they had their Barrie the fall or end of spring fall fair or end of summer, I guess fall fair, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. It's that season, eh? I love tractor pulls, man. I'm like a kid in that shit.
It's the big fair with all the stuff going on. Yeah, that's awesome.
I love that, man. So my thing that I like to do is the tractor pulls, right? Yeah. And I don't like to give it away, but I sit at the finish line.
Yes.
And like within 100 feet of it, you know what I mean? Like in a certain
Well, that's when the shit's happening, man. At the finish line, there's full power, full go, and they're loading up the engines. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, man. You get to see the glow of the exhausts, and man, it is awesome.
That's what I like. The tractor pulls and the smash up derbies.
Yeah. See, I remember back in I'm going to say early 80s in Uxbridge, they had some of the best derbies and tractor pulls that I can remember. Like, I remember it used to be like 2 nights of derbies, and then another time they would have tractor pulls, and they ended up now they combine it, one weekend now instead of splitting it up. But it was like you had your summer fair, which I think it was the derby first, and then you had the tractor pull in the fall, right? Because you already had everything out of the field, so you can pull.
Yeah, it's funny because I was at a lot of fairs, like even down in Keswick here. They have one. They have the derbies and the tractor pulls.
Yeah.
But the stupid thing is, they have them on at the same time. So you can't see both. You got to go here or there, right?
Yeah.
So I always remember when I was younger, we used to always go to the Kinmount Fair,
right,
way up north, and they had one of the biggest areas for the demo derbies. So the cars would really pick up speed, right?
Now to get to Kinmount, don't you have to take the beaten off ramp?
Yeah, you've been there, have you?
Yeah. Hey, George, do you know why they call it Kinmount?
No.
Because cousin fuck wouldn't fit on a sign.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
There you go. Yeah. It was a good little town. They always had a great show there every year.
Where is that?
It's it's not far from me.
West, isn't it?
Yeah, it's northwest of Fenland Falls. Does that help?
Right. Yeah.
Right. Almost straight north of Bob Cajun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right in the road in Bob Cajun, the highway that leaves town, you go straight north, and it's the 121 joins 45, and then you go north another 10-15 minutes, and you're in Kinmount.
Oh, it's quite a ways up. Yeah.
Yeah, I just drove through it on the weekend. Yeah. Good memories.
Yes.
Because I find here they have the demo derbies, and the area is always way too small. The cars can't even pick up speed. They're banging together. They're just banging together. Like there's no.
That's what some of them want that to do, right? Because like look in Sunderland, they have like 4 or 5 cars go, right? And they don't want you to get any speed, because if you get speed there, man, it's it's not going to be good. It's going to be done, and they only have 10 cars that come out, right?
Yeah.
Make it into 3 heats, and all right, that was a good derby this year.
Yeah, a little bang,
Bob
bang, bang.
Won
That's
it.
it.
He
Right?
had 8 cars in it this year.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Well, I remember we went to the Keswick Fair. Yeah, like just before COVID, 4 years ago, and they had a figure 8 course for the demo derby. So you would be doing a figure 8. So you have that crossover in the middle.
Yeah.
And then they even had jumps. They put jumps
Lindsay,
in.
right?
No, it's Keswick.
No, it's further over west than that.
Yeah, because I remember Lindsay
sorry.
a figure 8.
It was Sutton. Yeah. The Lindsay one, I've always gone to see the tractor pulls, but I've never seen the derbies because they're on a stupid night. Like it's like before. It's like on a Thursday or some shit.
They are known for being like the biggest derby around.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Out. I'm pretty sure it has a figure 8 in it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. Now I gotta check that out.
I like watching the rednecks down south. They have the figure 8s, but they do it with school buses. They do it with campers or RVs, or pulling boat trailers. Like it's just crazy, right?
Yeah.
By the time they're done the race, there's parts of stuff all over the place.
I can imagine.
Yeah. You ever seen a figure eight, George?
I've seen it on TV. I've never actually been to one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're actually, what do you guys call them? You guys call them bangers.
Bangers, yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
but have you seen some of the ones that they have? They go on like a freaking stock car track and just ram each other at like full speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I found that weird because there'd be a car that hit the wall, and the next guy would come up, like you said, full speed, and just plow into the back of him.
Make sure that car
But that-
can't move.
But that screws your engine's in the front, right? So that screws up your car.
Hmm.
And then you hit him, the next guy hits you, and then the next guy hits him, and they keep smashing into each other. I thought that was kind of weird. Yeah.
You gotta get hurt driving sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Well, you do get banged up pretty good, I'm
I would
sure.
have thought so because I can't imagine safety being very like high tech.
No.
The old whiplash. or
Especially when they drive those little English cars and those little English vans, because they don't hold up to nothing.
whatever. No. Well, in England they call it stock cars, but they're actually like bangers that go around and that.
Oh yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos too from Holland. The Dutch are pretty big into that stuff too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, there's an oval track that used to go on that used to do the speedway on when I was a kid, and it's like
Uh huh.
about 440 meters, straight oval, and you get about 30 cars on there, 30 stock cars just smashing the heck out of each other, and the noise and everything, unbelievable. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I could never follow who was actually winning. It's like
No, because you're too busy watching people smash into each other, right?
it's just all like mayhem. I thought, it's chaos.
Yeah.
But
They
no,
have that locally too. There's the racetrack up near Barrie. Sun
Sunset
City
Speedway.
or something.
Yeah, Sunset Speedway.
Sunset.
There's
There's one at Peterborough.
the one in Peterborough.
Yeah, the Kawartha one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one out. Where is it? In Cayuga, isn't it?
Cayuga Speedway.
So they have those events. They have races on their tracks all the time, but then they
Does
have the
Gosport have
derbies.
one? Or Canadian
They have a
Tire?
small oval. They have a small oval.
Yeah, they have
like
they have one.
It's very small though. Yeah.
They
Yeah, I
use it-
think
they
it's a
use it
quarter
still,
quarter
right?
mile.
Yeah.
Quarter
It's
mile.
a quarter mile oval.
Wow, that's tiny. That's go kart.
It is small. Yeah.
Yeah, where Peterborough it's a 1/3 mile.
Is it one? Oh, that's a nice size.
Yeah, and I actually got to race on that track.
Did
We
you?
went.
Right.
We went for a day. We did the course,
Yeah.
and they give you a car, and off you go, man. It was a lot of fun.
But it
Hey,
is.
when you got to race, did you get to see any cars that looked like these cars there?
No,
like the cars
not
that looked like
Awesome cars like that.
the cars
No,
on the
unfortunately
window of
not.
Country Stop Burger.
That is such a great place.
Oh yeah,
I was just there last week when I took my dog down to the chiropractor on the way
Yeah.
back up. I picked up dinner there, and every time I show up with the dog, they make him a burger.
oh yeah,
Yep, dog's got to have a burger.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well,
Well,
lot
to
of-
Junior. Have we lost Junior?
Yeah.
No, Junior, come in wherever you are.
Well, he's trying to figure out what's going on there.
Where's Ringo tonight? Anyone in from Ringo?
I haven't
I
heard
haven't
at
heard
all.
anything. Wow. I mean, he was ill last week. I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be out in BC again, and that always screws him up because
Yeah, can't get
the planes are late, and by the time he gets there, with the time difference, he always misses the beginning of the show. So
Yeah.
It happens. It happens.
Anyone else been on there? Very quiet out there on the lines tonight.
It's been a quiet week in general. Like the last couple of weeks, I think everything's like settling down with summer pretty much fucking over, right? Everybody's just going, I still have shit I gotta do.
Uh-huh. Lots.
Yeah.
Well, what's been really screwed up is the weather.
Yeah.
It gets so freaking cold at night,
Yeah.
right?
Already.
Have we even had a warm night? There. Dew.
We do.
Dew.
Not
We had
few and
dew
far
on the
between,
ground
though.
all year. I can't.
Yeah.
I don't remember a day that we did not have dew on the ground.
Yeah, you're
Usually
right.
August, I don't have to cut my grass. I'm still cutting it
No,
two
because
times a
the
week.
grass is freaking dead. Yeah, I know. I have to cut it like every 5 days here. It's ridiculous.
Fucking make up your mind. Is it hot? Is it cold? What the fuck are we doing?
Mother Nature's
Mother
had some
Nature.
good gummies too.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, sweet Mother Nature.
Yeah. So it's weird because we haven't had that much of a summer. We haven't had that hot spell, not at all. And now with the cold nights, I just went up north on the weekend, and the trees are starting to change color.
I know. It's August.
It's like it's August. What the hell, right?
Yeah.
We would go do our motorcycle trips end of September, beginning of October. We'd go and do the runs up through Algonquin Park, right, to see the colored
colours,
trees and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It started. It's August.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a lot of snow this year, boys.
Is that what it means?
It's gonna be a long, hard, cold
Well,
winter with tons
it's
of
really
snow.
moist. So if it's already really moist, it'll probably keep on being moist over the winter, and that means lots of snow.
Wow.
Great.
You just said moist 3 times in about 2 seconds.
It's fucking moist.
And that is the one word almost all women hate to hear. Moist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I thought it'd be one of the best noises in the world.
Not the band.
Not the band.
Moist.
I've seen the band Moist a couple times. That's another band that I watched kind of grow up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing them at like the Horseshoe and stuff, and yeah, there's a few bands that just you watch grow up over the years. You know, they started small in little clubs, and then all of a sudden you're like, hey, fuck, they're headlining Edgefest or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was this guy we went to see. Their band was from Florida. Here, we'll do a little trivia.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Their band was from Florida, and it was another night, random night. It was like a Wednesday or a Thursday, and I said to a buddy, "Let's go watch music and drink beer in Toronto." And we went to the Horseshoe, and again, random band. Hi, how's it going, random band? Who are you? And it's the singer, right? He's sitting down. He's like, "Yeah, hi, I'm blah blah blah, and yeah, we're from Florida, and this is our first time to Toronto, and
Right.
because we're making quite the wave. We just got signed and shit. We're making quite the wave in the States, so they're bringing us up here before we go on tour."
Right.
Like, awesome, cool, right on. And would you like a beer, bud? Yeah, sure, cool. All right, here. And I buy the gentleman a beer, and I have my buddy, good friend who was in the band that I was in at the time, Rob. So I'm like, Rob, hey, fuck. Yeah, this is Rob. And the other guy's like, oh, hey, well, that's my name. Oh, well, Rob. Hey, so now Rob. So shoot the shit some more and find out again that they're headlining tonight, and he's gonna chill with us because he doesn't know anybody.
Okay.
Right. Shit. Again, buy a couple more beers. Okay, I gotta go, guys. Goes up, plays. So this Rob guy gets up and plays, and the last song they play is this song called Push, and I was like, fuck, man, this band's really good. Like, fuck, I hope they go fucking far.
Yeah.
And now that guy named Rob has sung songs for Santana, and he's still in a band.
Rob Thomas.
Rob Thomas, of Matchbox 20. He's fucking
Nice.
great guy. Just hey, fucking hey, good for you. You know what I mean? We were shooting the shit, happy for the guy.
Right.
And next thing you know, the next tour they were on, that song Push was like fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. That was like early noughties, wasn't it? Was it
Yeah, it's gonna be early mid '90s.
midnight? Yeah. They were a band. I wonder if are they still together?
Yeah, but he more does his stuff,
His
but
thing,
they do
yeah.
still play his
So,
Matchbox
because-
Tony
yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
Matchbox Tony was
Done.
just him anyways, right?
Pardon?
Matchbox Tony pretty much was just him anyways, right? Like,
Basically, yeah.
he wrote it all.
Yeah. They had some great tracks, yeah.
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 Cool. Yeah, it's funny how you meet people like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's, again, you never know, right? Like,
Yeah.
that guy's fucking, dude, that guy's a superstar now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
just ran, hey, man, how's it going? Fucking, hey, cool.
Yeah. But it's funny that, right? How some people get affected by it and other people are like that. They just never change, right? Just the same guy. Yeah.
I haven't talked to him since, but if, probably be cool if he was still the same. Obviously, it's going to change you because anytime you reach any level of fame or anything, right? Heiko, is that fucking thing already hitting you? Your eyes just went really low.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, anytime you hit that level of fame, you got to watch people, right? Because now people want to try and make fame off of you or ride your coattails, whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think I mentioned a few. I don't know if I told the whole thing, but I used to go to a lot of TV shows recordings, like that got broadcast like later.
Oh, right.
Right. We'd always record them like 2 or 3 weeks in advance.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this is when I was at school, and I used to go to we used to nip off to Granada TV studios in Manchester and go to these recordings. Like you could get tickets, you could just get them. And there you go. And we went to one show. There's a band called Love Affair, which were a huge teeny band. They were huge at the time. It's 1969, and I remember like watching them, and there was a break in whatever the recording was happening, and it said, give it 20 minutes, guys, and everyone kind of disappeared except for the lead singer and the lead guitarist, and they're just there, like, they didn't disappear back to the dressing rooms or anything like that. And I thought, I'll just go and get their autographs, and probably like I don't want to disturb them.
Right. Yeah.
And because I knew a girl that really liked him, and I thought I'll get some brownie points there as well. So I wander over to him and I go, blah, 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 and they're, yeah, sure, like signed on a bit of paper I had or whatever. And then we got into music, and I'm like, I couldn't believe it. They were like talking to them like I was one of them. I'm like this like young kid, and they're like, yeah, great, blah, blah, blah. What do you think of this? And blah, blah, and who's your favourite band and all that? And I went, I like The Who, The Who are my favourite band. And I said, and Steve Ellis, the lead singer, he said, oh, we were at Roger Daltrey's cottage. Yeah, of course you were. He said, well, we're listening to the new album that's coming out in a few months' time on the pre-whatever tapes. And I said, oh, yeah. He said, watch out for it. It's going to be a cracking album. And I will do. Yeah. He said, it's like a concept album. I went, yeah. You're talking about Tommy. It's Tommy.
Nice.
Right?
Oh, really?
And I thought, I don't know. And I remember thinking in my head, is he just making this up? But he actually did live on Roger Daltrey's property. He was like, and he actually did the buddies. I found that out years and years later.
Wicked.
Wow.
But they were so nice. It was like, can't believe it. They're not fobbing me off. They're asking me questions. What do you do? Blah, 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 and all that stuff. And,
see, that's nice, right?
Yeah. And I thought, I see them every now and again, on old YouTube stuff. I thought those guys were fantastic.
Well,
they were all over TV concerts. They were massive at the time in England.
What's funny is how many will actually remember you as well. Like, you'll see them later. I know there's one. Well, there's a couple. I do video shoots and stuff sometimes in my property.
Right.
And there's a couple of people who've come to do some shoots and stuff, and they bring their dogs and stuff, right? So I'm, of course, bring your dog, right? And it was like last time they came back, they were just here, did another video or anyway, some promo shoots here, and they were like, "How's your big dog?" Right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
We just put her down a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
And she started crying, man. And they're like, fucking, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, she's like,
Yeah.
Like, because, it's just, that was her bond. She's like, I remember your dog and I thought it was so cool. So I brought it to little ones too, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I did a gig with I'm going back to when I first started DJing in clubs, and they used to have like these big shot DJs. They book them in every now and again, for an hour to get the crowds in. They were on like Radio 1, National Radio 1. And one of my like real heroes called Emperor Roscoe was going, and like the manager says to me, we booked Roscoe in a couple of weeks' time. I'm like, oh, great. I thought, this is fantastic. Gonna meet my hero, right? And the guy shows up, and he was fantastic. Like, he had no airs of graces. He's just like, George, do whatever you want, blah blah blah, Mike. But they kind of worked together, right? And I thought, my hero, and I thought, I didn't imagine him to be that friendly. I thought it'd be a bit offish, because some of them can be a bit, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I said to him, can you like play something for my girlfriend at the time, and blah, 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 some Motown or something on his show. He used to do a show on Saturdays, like a lunchtime show and a couple of other things. And he said, okay. I said, I will do. And I wrote it down on a cigarette packet, for Liz, blah, 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 whatever it was. And he said, if I don't do it next Saturday, I'll do it the Saturday after. I went, yeah, okay. So anyway, the following Saturday, I'm like, listen out, don't hear it. Thought, well, there you go, whatever, And then the following week, I wasn't listening to the show because I was doing like a Saturday job, and I didn't bother saying to can I put the radio on? I mean, like the sister of my girlfriend at the time, she like next time says, oh, I heard that request that Roscoe played for Liz. I went, really? I went, wow. Did they play it? And yeah, he played Marvin Gaye. Heard it through the grapevine. Like, oh, okay, all right. So yeah, that's fine. Anyway, about 4 months later, they booked him again, right? And I thought, great, to work with him and blah. And he comes in to the bar, right? And the manager says, just go and talk to Roscoe, blah blah. And he didn't even say hello to me. He just went, I played you that request the following Saturday. Did you hear it? And I'm like, he actually remembered. He actually remembered. I'm like, well, this is crazy. You know what I mean? And I thought, what?
That's cool.
Again, such a level-headed guy, and his act was outrageous. He's really loud and brash and whatever. Yeah. But I thought, what a great guy. You know what I mean? Didn't lose that little cigarette packet I wrote a request on. So it was an even bigger hero after that. And they say you shouldn't meet the heroes, right?
What about
I thought, if I ever make it like him, I want to be like him. You know what I mean? I want to be that guy. I want to appreciate the fans. I want to appreciate the listeners. I never got a chance to find out, though.
Well,
anyway.
Kathy, we actually paused the backside waiting for you.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Junior will get this straight away.
Why is Kathy there?
Oh, there.
Yeah, maybe Junior might guess
no one's
it too.
got it. Junior will get this straight away. So, Junior, just tell me if you know it, right? Don't say it.
Don't say it. Yeah. All right. Wait a second. Let me. There you go. Rock and roll band.
Yeah.
From Australia.
Oh, there it is. From Australia. Oh, Kathy. Kathy thinks it's In Excess.
Hey.
There you go.
What the hell, Kathy? That's crazy.
Yeah.
I told you. You should. Did you not get that one, Junior?
Yes.
I thought you would. It's easy, really. Once you say Australia, there's not that many to pick from, right?
I honestly, I have to, and I love Michael Hutchins. What an amazing frontman he was.
Oh, God, yeah.
Great band.
Yeah.
I did not know they were Australian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Had no idea.
Wow.
Nope.
No, would never have.
That's why I was stumped. I said Australia, and I'm like, I don't know very many bands.
Simple Minds. I'm trying to think of like a bigger band, right? Because
Yeah,
that's like
Scottish.
a
They're
yeah.
from Scotland.
Are they Scotland? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that album, like the album came out and they were doing a world tour at the time.
Right.
And as the singles were released, they were making like different videos in different countries. There's about 4 different videos, all from the big tunes. There's like Guns in the Skies on there. There's Never Tear Us Apart on there.
Love that song. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, that was
one
done
of
in
the
Vienna or
first,
somewhere like that.
orchestral songs. Not really orchestral. It's just like a cello. But
That song is used so often. It's an incredible written song.
love
Devil
it.
Inside, New Sensation. It's just like unbelievable.
I play Devil Inside.
Yeah, it's a great tune. It's one of those tunes
Which,
you don't hear.
George, if you ever came out, you would have known that.
I will. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I should have had a few gigs this month actually, but I wasn't up for it. But yeah,
Oh yeah, huge album for them. Huge album.
yeah,
Great,
it's a
great
cracking
album.
album. Yeah,
I still remember that album. That was one of those albums that I think I was like 14 or something. And I remember
87.
listening.
Yeah,
When was it?
87. Even younger.
87. So, fuck, I was younger than 14. I would have been 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
You puppy.
Yeah. So 13 years old, and I was in cadets, and I remember listening to that. Somebody had a tape or something that we took there, and we were listening. We had to do Fire Watch, so we listened to it all night at Fire Watch, so we didn't fall asleep over and over again.
Yeah.
And but that was one of those tapes too that made like it made you feel something. You know what I mean? Like when you listen to it, it was like almost creepy, but you felt something.
Yeah. It's such a good album. It's
great
one of those, classics.
Pivotal. So let me tell you something that happened to me the other day. So
What happened?
The other day.
Tell you. The other day.
What happened to you the other day?
The other day, I was out for. Where was I? I was out for dinner somewhere. Anyways, oh fuck no! When I was playing, it wasn't last weekend. It would have been the weekend before. And I saw a guy wearing a shirt that I have, and I like to buy like memorial shirts and shit like that. So it's fucking a teenage head, Gordy fucking, oh my god, why can't Gordon Lewis t-shirt, the tribute shirt. So I was like, dude, I have 2 of those shirts. And he's like, no way. And he's like, but is it? I'm like, yeah, you don't even have to tell me. I said, I know the shirt, man. I said, they're very hard to get. And I said, I think there's only 2,500 of them. And
Wow.
it's like, yeah, so we're like, we
Really?
ended up shooting the shit for a bit. Yeah, we bonded over it. So they needed some legal money for legal costs. And that's they sold t-shirts to raise some money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So so they printed off shirts, and that's bought 2 of them.
So where'd you get the shirt? How'd you get them?
Teenage Head, you had to get them from. You had to order.
Oh, you got it right
Yeah.
there. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy. That's a whole crazy story too, right? His son has been convicted of his murder.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, that's kind of wild.
yeah, I think
You need a
Jeez.
legal cost for that.
yeah, it's kind of
Holy moly.
yeah.
His own son.
So on a different note, how have your guys' summer been? How have you guys been?
All right.
Yeah.
John,
Good.
it's been an awesome summer. How's yours been, Junior?
Fortunate, been very, very busy. It's been
Good.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's
So
what you want.
Well, fun is one thing, it can be a bit tiring regardless as well, and the hours put in. I'm not saying tiring, but I just feel blessed for how all of a sudden, just from one extreme to another, that it's been for me, you guys.
Yeah.
So yeah. Because
to
I
hear.
want. Yeah.
No, that's great to hear.
Oh, sorry. I kind of had a little bit. Some of that's my tiredness. Sorry, dear. To get back to what we were talking about, yeah. So the last was the Berry Fair. I really, really like the idea of what they do there. It's I give the boys a plug because they do this very, very well. Las Vegas Productions, they're called, guys out of Barrie. Great bunch of guys. So the
Yeah.
last few years, they feature up and coming artists, and
Oh, nice.
yeah, some when I say up and coming, there are some that are versed on the artists that have been on their stage. A couple that come to
Uh-huh.
mind. Rob Watts, he was on the big stage at Boots and Hearts. There was a few other. I just have so many bands in my head. I don't want to go into all their list on your show, but yeah, that's what I like the most. I was saying at the start too. I don't. I also said I don't have any kids, but you know what? The atmosphere of a fair. You just can't friggin' beat it, boys. You can't. I just had so much fun. You talk about the tractor pulls, and I took it in. Like
Yeah.
I took it in like I was 12-year-old junior. Is the best way I can sum it all up, guys. I really did.
That's what you're supposed to do.
That's
I
right.
guess. I
Yeah.
guess. But my most touching moment I will share with you has to do with the kids. So the last night, I have it on my wall, but anyway, outside of that, I happened to notice out front a little 3 to 4 year old.
I saw
Just
that.
yeah, just a rocking out to the music. Now, the great thing about this is the kids, they're not even caring about what song at this age. You see, this is true.
No.
No.
It's what's the soul of the music. Without getting too deep into that, it's very real. And this young lad, he wasn't focused on the Ferris wheel. He wasn't focused on a candy apple. He wasn't focused on a ride. He was so focused on the music. He was clapping his hands and carrying on. So I said,
Yeah.
I took it upon myself. I said, I'm going to go back and get something for him. So I went backstage and got it to actually Paul Jr., their band Barstool Confession out of Barrie as well. A couple of guitar picks from him and Adam from another band. Too many names in my head, but anyway, can't remember your last name. I'm sorry, Adam. But anyway, he gave me a couple of drumsticks. So
Wow.
I went right out with the parents and him at the time. I just handed him the guitar pick and a drumstick.
Yeah.
And he, kids will play that little shy thing, kind of thing like this. And so I know to
Yeah.
just okay. And the dad and mom are thanking me so much, and I just walk away. And now
Right.
I'm looking over at this young lad, and he's starting to realize what he really has. To speed up the story, the parents are going, "Can you come over?" They come over to the fence, and he wants you to autograph the stick. And I said, "I'm not the rock star here." Okay. She goes, "No, but you gave it to him." So I said, "Okay." So sorry, guys, if this is so long. It's just very touching.
No, no.
Oh, it's cool.
Okay, so he comes over and I go behind the fence and I'm playing the idea because again his age. So I said, "Levi, oh, you got to help me. Help me spell Levi." So I said, "L," and he goes, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." And I go, E, yeah, yeah. He's going like this because we're both getting it right. And we go to the V and the I. He's all excited because I helped him. He helped me spell his name correctly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So I asked him now that he's now comfortable. I said, why did you stop and listen to the music? He goes, "I want to play guitar."
Wow. At that age, that's cool.
Because I'll remind you, you guys are fathers. I am not. That kid was focused only on not the Ferris wheel. I want to remind you, or what you would think would grab a child's. Not even the what did his dad have? Not even the food that his dad had. He was just you sent the video, maybe, Derek. But anyway,
I would have said, "Hey, wait a minute. You want to play guitar? Give me those drumsticks back.
No, I thought you were going to talk about the girl with her dad on stage.
Yeah, I'll get to that. So I thought we were done now, okay? So I thought, you know what? Let's give this little Levi some extra shine moment. So I went over and I said, "Do you want to go up on the stage?" Yeah. So I have a picture on my wall that Derek and perhaps George has seen. That I put little Levi up on the. Oh, I gotta say, guys, oh my God, I wouldn't even be a good grandfather. I could barely lift this kid.
Hey, George, I think Heiko's trying to get you to do something for him.
All right, okay. I used to be a disc jockey, and I used to be good at this. Hang on.
Yeah, come, and for the rest of you fans, cheers.
I guess my
One
story was
potato,
too
two
long.
potato, 3 bananas, or
No, it's great.
Yeah.
No, it's all about the kids. Kids are fantastic.
Yeah. So yeah, I put him
Well,
up on stage.
that all depends.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
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 And then Derek brought up another one. We were just backstage again, waiting for everything to get taken care of. And I noticed a little girl coming in carrying, I guess it was a harmonica case. And so I happened to make her shine on the stage as well with her father. And she actually took a bow after and everything. So
Nice.
they were the shine.
like, Dad, who's this creepy guy? Help me.
I know.
I asked during the live video, would your daughter be okay in coming up? And he goes, yeah, come on up. And she was side stage and all, whatever. So outside of that, as I said, the bands. And as you guys know, I recently, I've been busy at the Heikodalic as well.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm up
Right
Sam Roberts this weekend.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Good stuff. Nice to see you back at her.
Yeah, definitely back in the saddle.
I thought of us older guys as well.
What are you talking about, older guys?
Well,
You're talking about me.
Hey, do you want to check out something that brought me back in time? This is so psychedelic. Check this out, boys.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, can you do a big screen there?
Gussapalooza?
Oh, what is that?
Gussapalooza.
Can you make him big, Derek?
Well, I can. It's Gussapalooza. It's a party that happens. Where is it? Keswick?
Geez, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like somewhere around there. It's like Keswick or something like that.
Well, it's psychedelic.
It's been going on for like 50 years or something.
Yeah.
It's got the magic Volkswagen bus in the bottom. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why Heiko, I thought it was so awesome, if you will, and whatnot, and that. And again, thank you, everybody. More free swag and T-shirts for Junior. Everybody is just friggin' lovely. I wish I could make a paycheck instead of free T-shirts. I got to give my boys a plug, though.
Yeah.
Heikodalic. There you go.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. If you guys think that I don't get paid for what I do, then you got another thing coming, just like the song.
Yeah.
Another thing coming.
Just fortunate. Other than that, I've been doing well. I'm ready to. I'll be doing the official takeoff of the helmet here soon, boys, because my hair is.
Oh yeah.
My hair is growing exponentially.
Wow.
Exponentially.
So you'll be doing the big unveiling.
Yes. So.
Well, we hope you do that on the Heikodalic show.
Yes. Okay. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
Yeah.
Like, you guys have
Exponential.
had a
I don't
busy
even know how to
summer,
spell that. Never mind, say it, or vice versa.
So, what about some highlight moments for you guys this summer? It's enough about my shit, if you will. But thank you anyway.
Oh, lately I've been doing some tours on a motorcycle with some friends,
Right.
hitting the northern highways.
Good.
And I'm the kind of guy, I don't like the main roads. I like the back roads.
Yeah.
Paved ones, paved back roads.
Yeah.
Hit that skunk.
We got some beautiful roads just north of here. Like it's amazing.
Nice.
Like it's motorcycle heaven, and the roads you don't see hardly any bikes on it, and you go, nobody knows it's here, right? And I have this crazy habit. I'll be touring down the road, and I'll always look in when I hit an intersection or a road comes off. I always look, and sometimes I go, oh, and I'll turn around and go down that road. I don't know where it's going to go or if it's a dead end or what, and that's how I've found some really incredible roads.
I
Have
think
you ever
I-
got lost? Have you ever got lost doing that?
Nope.
Isn't that what riding's all about, though, Heiko? You know, I would think.
For me, it's an adventure, and I'll do that. I'm out on my own, and I'll just start trying roads. You know?
You may want to consider some of the guys, because they get them actually on the glasses now. You can video record some of your trip
Yeah.
right on your helmet. That would be kind of cool in some areas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's some neat stuff you can even do if you get a mount for your cell phone.
Right.
You could do like time-lapse photography, and it's just the tour.
Yeah.
But like these roads, I'm telling you, the hills and turns, hills like steady.
Yeah.
It's and it's just trees and wildlife and lakes
Yeah.
and little streams and waterfalls.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. Just
Yeah.
beautiful.
Well,
And I wish I could.
is
wish
it
I could-
before your time, or do you know Easy Rider, the movie Easy Rider?
Yeah. Yep. I know it.
I remember seeing that. I think it was '69. It came out. I think
Uh-huh.
that was great. You know, they're just traveling. Well, it's in
Yeah.
the south, right? And they're
Yes.
just on the bikes.
Yes.
But I wasn't going to do that one day. I don't know. It never
And-
happened. But
Yeah, it's funny because the South is beautiful. I've been down in the States on the bikes quite a few times.
Yeah.
And I got to say, it's very nice, but you don't have to go there.
right.
It's all here as well, and,
Hmm.
and
I
people
have
just
said that. I
don't
don't.
know about it.
Yeah.
Right?
I've said that for years, even in holidaying and so on. You can't. I don't think if you live to be 100, could you really see just all of Ontario in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I sort of almost don't believe it because of it. We have such a beautiful province.
Yeah,
And I'm not suggesting other provinces aren't beautiful. I'm just saying that.
no, but we have a lot here, right?
Oh.
We don't have to go elsewhere. Like I just did it. I was on my own, totally by myself, out on the bike. Just said, I'm going for a tour. It was kind of a shitty day. That day I got rained on 8 times, you know, but it was like a cloud. You get soaked and then you dry off, right? Type thing. I didn't care. I was just out, and I was in Havelock, and I just decided to go north. They have a highway. I think it's 60. No, hang on. It's a 40 something. 44, I'm going to say. And you just go north.
Yeah.
And then I'm going along, and the highway makes a bend, and then there's another highway that goes right off on the corner. So I took that, and that was 42. And it just got insanely beautiful.
Yes.
And then I was on this other little highway. I think it was like Highway 14 or something. And I wound up on this little stretch, Highway 52. And this is all from Havelock all the way up near to, you come out just north of Buckhorn,
I know where you're saying. Yeah.
Mhm.
right? And I've been along the highway through Buckhorn, like past Buckhorn, so many times.
But
And that
these
And that 52 that I came out of,
Yeah.
I've seen that road and I've gone, oh, I wonder, right? But
And
I
now
never
you
took
know.
it. And now I did it from the other way, and I go, damn, I'm going to do that road many more times. It's awesome. Going to take my friends with me too.
The problem that could be happening with a great cruise like that is decide on when you're going to go home.
True.
You know,
True.
do I stop here? Oh my gosh.
Well, that was
So-
the thing. I was by myself, and I was out 7.5 hours and did 450 kilometers.
There. So shit.
Just,
you took your time, eh?
yeah, that's what it's all about, man.
Cruise. Yeah.
Have you
It's
seen
called
much of
cruising.
Ontario, George, since you moved to Canada? I'm curious, since we're talking about Ontario. Have you seen much of Ontario?
I haven't. No. You know.
Oh, George.
I haven't. I know. Just
Well,
been.
you
what was
better
that?
get the bloody hell out there.
Not just a busy boy for years and years.
What is
Yeah.
busy?
Well, he comes from a place that he can drive from one end to the other in 6 hours.
Yeah.
I did see some of Derek's postings in regard to some kayaking trips and whatnot. The same idea.
Uh-huh.
We can't see all the lakes that we have if we live to be 100. You can't. You can't. It's such a beautiful province and all that. So your trips are pretty cool there, Derek, with either the buddies or the kids I seen recently in kayak.
Yeah, I know. It's funny you say that. Kathy just mentioned that too. Yeah, the kayaking, actually, it's kind of neat. And I literally don't have to go 5 minutes from my house.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I can go kayaking for a couple of hours without seeing anybody. It's great.
Yeah. I know.
And so Hike, why don't you tell Kathy about the kayaking date?
Yeah, the kayaking date. That was great, man. I went with Derek. So
I
the two
read
of us
that
went.
last time you guys were on. Yes, I want to hear this. Go. What happened?
Yeah. We went out.
You
and,
lived. You survived, but
Well,
Yeah,
Hike was
but
been in
I've-
water before.
Oh yeah, but still, it was just so cool. It's right near where we live. I drive by this area all the time,
right.
and I always wondered why all the roads off the main highway in that area are no exit, like they're dead ends. I said it makes no sense. Now I know because there's a freaking lake there that I didn't know existed.
Wow.
So, yeah, Derek took me down this place, and he goes, "Yeah, we're gonna launch here off this dock." And I looked, and it looked like somebody had thrown a couple old skids in the water, and they're like all kidding. It's like, what the hell? Yeah, we're gonna launch here. Like, I put the kayak. Derek helps me put the kayak in the water right beside the dock,
Yes.
and I get in it.
Get the fuck
I
out,
can't
push it.
move. And then Derek's pushing. He goes, that's why you're not moving. You were sitting on the mud. Like this is how great this dock is, right? And then you got to go through all these bulrushes, and all of a sudden it's like, there's a lake.
It's a fucking lake.
There's a freaking lake here, and there's cottages on it. There's some beautiful boats there, and I couldn't freaking believe it.
Yeah.
So we went across the lake. And on the north end, there's like the river. I don't know if it flows out of the lake, right?
Yeah. So our water flows north. Yeah.
Okay.
North, yeah.
Yeah. Calm water, Derek.
Very calm. It's creek. It's not a lake.
Okay. Go,
No.
all right.
It's smaller than Little Lake,
Okay.
right? It's
Yep.
it's about half the size of Little Lake.
Okay.
It's kind of like Chalk Lake, right?
Yeah, no, I know where he's from, so I'm
Oh, okay,
comparing
gotcha.
lake sizes.
But go ahead. I
I'm
love it.
comparing my lake to your lake.
Yeah.
You can call it a giant pond. I don't care, but it was beautiful.
Well, there is basically in Midland, or is it Penetang, whatever. There's a lake called Little Lake, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
And Hike. It's very similar in size. Just it's more
Okay.
round. Little Lake is like a fucking circle.
Other
Oh,
than
okay.
George, I have to add to that lovely dock thing they're talking about. You have no idea how humorous that is for us to know about real docks. That's fantastic. That's all you need, though.
Well,
Come
no,
on.
yeah.
see, this used to be a maintained dock, right? By the township.
Yeah.
But they tried back in 2000, like pre-COVID, 2019, they tried getting it privatized, this lake,
Yes.
right? Which it's not going to work. So there's one entrance into it that they leave, and now they don't maintain it.
Right.
And you can even see that somebody has dug it deeper, right? Because there's a culvert. So you can't back a trailer to get your boat in. Okay, so here's the story. In 2017 or 2018, somebody did one of those fishing places, like one of the hidden gems in Ontario.
Right.
And they came up with this lake because there's a couple lakes in the area that are there's a couple of lakes that nobody knows about, right?
Yeah.
Wagner's Lake not many people know about, but they would have decoyed Wagner's Lake to get them away from this other lake. So they have good fishing at this lake. Now all of a sudden you're having all people from Markham, Scarborough, Toronto coming up to Wagner's Lake to get this amazing fishing, and there's this one spot to get in. So you can see, as I said, Buddy dug it out, and it just happens when we go there. There's a fucking skid steer right there. It's like, we know what the guy did. You can see it. It's grass.
They don't want all. Yeah, they don't want all the people in there, right?
Yeah,
because it's very peaceful.
And it's so against the law to disturb the waters. You cannot do that. That's
I know.
Yeah, I know, but they did it good. They're smart. They're not stupid. This is They did.
You didn't know either Heiko or George or I maybe Derek is versatile. You're not even allowed to pour gravel into water. You're not allowed to disturb it.
No, you're not.
In any shape or form. A lot of people are not aware of that.
Yeah, you can't. You cannot put a vehicle in water. You cannot do anything.
But,
like
if you have a cottage in Halliburton anywhere, they survey the shorelines by plane every year. And if you dump sand in your shoreline, to make a beach for the kids to play, you are so screwed. You're screwed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know they did that plane thing though. That's a good idea.
Oh yeah, they do. They survey everything by plane.
So back to the kayaking thing. That's cool. How long did you guys go out for? Did you do a shore thing or?
So we went across the lake, like the little lake, and then we went just a nice, calm, easy paddle. We could have probably went twice as long as what we did, but I think we went for an hour and a half.
Nice.
Maybe an hour 40 or something.
How were the arms, Michael? How were the arms?
Perfect.
That
was the thing. Like they didn't know what I could do or if I ever been in a kayak before. So
I took it to the easiest spot first, right?
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Next, we go from there down, and that's where I find out how much you like to play.
Okay.
You know what he's talking about, eh? Probably at Rapids.
No, not at all. No, I've never been on Rapids. I've been on
I have.
Have you? Yeah. See, there you go.
Oh yeah.
So the difference is a straight creek and a windy creek.
Yes.
Right. So I took him on a creek that basically had 3 bends in it.
Okay.
The next creek I have, and it would be one concession. Actually, it's 1 and a bit concessions. So actually, no, it's not. It's only half a concession. Sorry, you go across the lake and then up and around, so it's only half a concession.
Okay.
Anyways, the next one goes for a concession and a half, and it's windy, and it's got like lots of back and forth, right? Switchbacks.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a faster run because it's a smaller creek, like width-wise. Yeah. So the water's traveling faster.
Okay.
But it's a lot longer of a run, and it's way more fun. I enjoy it way more.
Well, that's the great thing about a kayak. It's so nice and flat and so easy and maneuverable as opposed to a canoe for most, right?
Yep. 10 foot instead of 16, 50 pounds instead of 100. You know what I mean? Even just to portage one night, right? To roll it on your back and go. Yeah. It's so much easier, right? Awesome. One of the girls I was with, and I didn't even think about it. She just grabbed her kayak, picked it up, and spun it on her shoulders. And I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that." Right? here I am grabbing it from the center and pulling it. Although that way I like to do it because I like grab it in the center and then underneath, right? Like,
I understand it totally.
Where your cockpit is, and just carry it. But I was like, fuck, didn't even think of that. She's done this before.
I think we should get City Boy George out on one of these adventures, guys.
I know.
Are you not a kayak guy, George, at all, or anything?
No. I've said before, my son's canoes in our backyard here, but no, I've never done anything like that. No.
You haven't, George?
Pardon?
You have a canoe there, and you've never been out?
No, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, right?
Yes, you can.
My God.
Would
Yes,
you like
you
to go
can
out?
anytime.
No, but I'm saying anyway. And that's fair. Are you just not an outdoorsy person that way or whatever? Because everybody's into their own thing, but it's not your
Yeah,
I'm
thing.
just
it's something
asking.
I've never really.
I'm at George. You want to go out? I'll take you out.
Yeah, love to go out. Yeah, I mean, it's getting a bit late in the summer, though, right?
Well, no, you can go. You
Oh.
can go pretty much until October, November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It just depends on how cold you want to get, right?
Oh, I don't like the cold.
Yeah, me either.
Hey, are we doing the full moon thing?
I am.
That's you go tomorrow or Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, isn't it? The full moon.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
He just froze.
Oh,
That usually
Every time he
happens,
goes,
Taylor.
it's funny. He'll go, oh, he'll think it, and he'll freeze.
He's asleep.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. No, it was fun, George.
yeah, and yeah, it looks fun. Yeah, yeah.
It's very
just like
peaceful, right?
it's not really something that I got the opportunity to do. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I kind of asked George. Not everybody necessarily,
No, it's not that I
That's why
wouldn't
everybody's
like it. You
different.
know what I mean? Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
also think sometimes you just want to experience something that you have not, and it's not you won't die from it either type of thing, as opposed to say jumping out of an airplane or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So
Right.
That's something. No, I don't see the appeal in that. But yeah.
well, me either. Somebody once said, "How do you put it? Why would you jump on a perfectly good airplane that's already in the air?" Right?
Yeah.
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 So
Both my boys have done it, but I just like, no, not me.
I tell you, I would say it to you, George, is because again, you've been in Canada how long? How many years?
Yeah, since '87, it's like 36 years and a bit.
So, yeah, it's a bucket list thing. At least experience Ontario one way.
Yeah,
trip
yeah.
by
But I mean,
getting
it's just
in a
like,
kayak.
yeah, like being in Toronto and all that. It's like not something you ever do,
Yeah, no,
all the
that's
years of work there. You know what I mean?
well. I'll remind you of what because we joked about it before. The main promoter at the Rock Pile, Steve Hogue, and I'll use his name. I don't give a shit. But anyway, we did a show up my way, and he wanted to know if there were any bugs.
Bugs.
Yeah.
What are bugs?
mosquitoes. So, because he is a real city guy.
Yeah.
So, on my wall later on after the show, whatnot, there's on the highway, or I think even actually maybe over your way, Heiko, as well. There's a giant billboard with a giant motherfucking mosquito on it. So I put it on his wall. Yeah, there's some bugs here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's funny
Well,
that because
I'll tell you one thing. When Derek and I went out last week,
Right.
we went in the bulrushes
Yeah.
out across the lake, and when we hit this little creek, there was
Okay.
like bulrush. Like we're paddling through bulrushes everywhere.
Okay.
And do you know what? There were no bugs.
It
Wow.
was
There was
strange
the-
here. It didn't
There
seem like
was
there
the
any
odd.
mosquitoes.
I thought we were going to die. I brought bug spray and I freaked out because I forgot to put it in my kayak. I left it in the car. I even said to Derek, "Oh shit! I forgot my bug spray." I thought I was going to get eaten alive.
yeah,
No,
Even when I went to
Until the
there
sun
was
goes down.
two or three mosquitoes on our whole hour and a half in the bulrushes.
wow.
And where we started to get eaten is we were loading the kayaks in the truck, and Derek had left the engine running, so we're standing behind where the exhaust is coming out.
yeah.
And just got swarmed.
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I went back in the '90s. One of my sisters-in-law had it was more like a house on Wollaston Lake near, near not Lindsay. I can't remember what it's called. Come to me, right? So we used to go up there, and what I used to do in the summertime was, I used to take Monday, Tuesday off. I'd go up there for a couple of days. Me and Liz would go up there, when everyone else is doing whatever, and enjoy it that way. And in the summer holidays, the boys would would take them up, and we used to love fishing. The boys love fishing off the dock, particularly one of them, like my youngest son, right? So we'd be out there fishing. I knew nothing about fishing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I caught a few, and so I used to get a lot of mosquitoes, right? So anyway, we're in Kmart or something like that back in the day, and I saw this hat, right, with a net.
With
Perfect. Right.
They are, yeah.
Perfect. I'll tell you that. So I got one of these. So anyway, so I put it on, and I'm like out there, like in the afternoon or early evening, fishing away like that. Blah, 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 blah. And I thought, oh, like, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it was so close to my face, right? Because I have a big head, I guess. I don't know what it was, but these mosquitoes were getting in. Right? I didn't realize it at the time. So anyway, I go back down to come back down to Toronto on the Wednesday to do a cruise right on one of the boats, and it looks like I've got like some kind of tropical disease.
Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez.
And I remember like walking on the boat, and like somebody says to me, "Oh, you've been up north, then, have you?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was like horrendous. Yeah. So much for that one.
Yeah. No, I find that mosquitoes really like new blood.
Right.
Maybe not too many things would like my blood, but they really can tell the difference between somebody who lives here and somebody who doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just some people. I do know a couple people who like, hey, we're going out kayaking. Let me just jump in the shower first. Right?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
That's the
no,
worst
no.
thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if
You get
do,
soap all over. Yeah.
No, I mean I know that much. I knew that much back in the day. Yeah.
It's like if I go on kayak camping, I'll have a shower before I go, but I will wash with tea tree oil.
Oh,
Right, stuff that like repels mosquitoes and shit.
wow.
Yeah.
Does it work?
It does, and it actually it actually tea tree oil is crazy. It gets rid of fungus. So if you have fungus anywhere, toe fungus, hair fungus, nose fungus, anything, you put tea tree oil on it, it'll get rid of it.
Oh.
So they even
Bear that
say
in
like
mind.
for your lungs,
Yeah.
you inhale it, right? And it's like inhaling pine sol, but you can literally feel it, like take it in, and you can feel it cleaning your chest. It's crazy.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
I just been
That's
getting
cool.
into oils in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
maybe
Uh-huh.
3 years now, and it's crazy what oils can do. It's all stuff that they did before fucking Big Pharma,
Well, that's
right?
right. Yeah. We have that one you showed us last week. The patches and all that.
Yeah. The plasters, yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
and the liniment oil, fucking horse oil.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
I have found that
Go to any bar.
That the oils and all that are good for the aches and pain in the body as opposed to pills and whatnot. So I like using that the drops of oil for that.
Yep.
Yep.
Sure. I see you guys usually finish at 11, but if you don't mind, I'd love to just on your show. This year, my heart is so much with everybody out in British Columbia. We couldn't imagine. So I hope you don't mind. I just want to make a bit of a prayer and thoughts are with all those out in British Columbia, because that is just the saddest thing I've seen in my lifetime.
It's crazy out there right now.
Oh gosh almighty. So, but anyway, I just wanted to give them a kind of a thought shout out, boys.
Hey, that's where these are made.
Oh, well, look at that.
Made in British Columbia.
Isn't that funny? Because the weed that I'm smoking is from British Columbia.
Hey, you want to know something funny? Have you ever seen the fucking clouds of British Columbia burning? It's big puffs of white smoke. It's not fucking black and gray smoke like we had.
That's
It's
cool.
big white plumes.
Huh.
It's all the fucking weed burning up.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Everybody's gonna get high.
The weed and the magic mushrooms. Everything's burning.
Oh.
Yeah, but
How long do you think before? It seems like we got a minute left. How long before mushrooms are legal?
I think less than 2 years.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I say that because, again, you know about that, but I'm hearing more and more, and even my lady actually is microdosing with the magic mushrooms for pain, and I'm hearing more and more.
So I don't know anybody yet who is microdosed who says that it actually helps them.
I've heard that too, Derek. So I don't know. You know,
I've heard macrodosing helps.
Okay.
Right, and it's something you only have to do once in a while. You do it like I don't know. Whatever you
Well,
feel
yeah.
you need to.
I'm kind of glad you said that though, because again, I really don't know. I just I don't know if it's even marketing. So because of the pain that she's in, I thought, well, might as well try something else. So
Right.
yeah,
I've had friends try it for nerve stuff, right?
Yeah.
There's something, it's like Bell's palsy, but it's not. And it makes
Okay.
your eye drip, and it's like it, it just it's there. It doesn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
So I had a friend try it for that, and he tried microdosing and stuff, and it didn't work. And then one day he's like, I dropped off a bag for him, like that a friend left at my house or something, right?
Yeah.
And he ate it all. And he's like,
Oh,
holy fuck, I don't know where I went besides to bed, but I feel better now, right? And I was like, oh, maybe there's something
Really?
to that, right? And
Yep.
then I had a couple other friends who were like, yeah, I've been very depressed and stuff lately, and I've been trying microdosing, and it doesn't really seem to work. And I'm like, try and take a shit ton. And they're like, what? And I'm like, take 2 or 3 or more grams, like something that is a lot more than what you normally take. I'm like, really? I'm like, yep. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna fucking not like it, and you won't do it again.
And I guess my curiosity would be how long should you go to see if it's doing anything? Like your friend, did he go like 3 months or to at least try?
I know myself when I tried it. I went for 4 months.
Right.
And
saw no result.
No, I felt stupid. I felt burnt out. Is what I felt. Like I just felt like I was always coming down. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay, I understand that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I wasn't getting high. Like
no.
I wasn't taking enough to get high. I was taking points of a gram, right? Not,
right. Yes.
Like 0.2 of a gram.
Right.
So it definitely was not getting high. If you just want to, and what I personally would recommend is a half a gram to anybody who just wants to coast and have fun. 2 grams and more is when you're going beyond.
Okay.
Anything over 3.5 grams.
Pink elephants.
You're gonna have fun. You are gonna have a different outlook on life. Anything over
3.5 grams.
Anything over half a quarter, you are definitely gonna have a life-changing experience.
Yeah, because this has milligrams.
Right,
Okay.
milligrams. Yeah.
Right?
Right.
125 milligrams.
Right. So that's 1.25 grams.
1.25 grams. So you say have 3 bags.
I would say have 3 bags.
In one go.
But of mushrooms.
Oh, mushrooms. Okay.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So
I know guys
you can get pills. Usually that's how a lot of people are doing it now. You get
This is a little section in our show. It's called Derek's Drug Dispensary.
Yeah, there you go.
In case you've just tuned in.
No, but you know
DDD,
what?
right?
Drugs
Triple
Public
triple D.
service.
At least
Triple D. There you go.
Triple D.
Because that's always been my issue, and most you don't know how much to take to kind of get that where you want to go. So I like hearing more about it to find out.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, leave it or not,
Because George, you normally get a friend will give you a handful, and it's Friday night or Saturday night, and it's like, well, how much do I take? So most
Exactly.
of it, so hearing an idea of how much, well, that helps.
There you go. Tune in next
That
week for more.
used to always be the part where we called experimentation.
There.
You had to figure out how to get to where you want, right?
Yeah,
And I still remember back in the day, you get a sheet of blotter and everybody does a hit, and then people are sitting there, and after half an hour, I don't feel anything yet. I think I'll have another one.
yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
wow.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what's fun.
Mushrooms. I've seen so many people do the exact same thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been waiting an hour and I'm not high yet. I'm fucking eating twice as much. And I'm like, oh, if you ate mushrooms and you're not high in an hour, that means they're really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
The longer they take, the more you're gonna get fucking.
See, it's funny. My first experience with mushrooms is I had them unintentionally.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, we had a
what's
big
this?
barbecue and everybody brought stuff.
Okay.
And one of our buddies brought this giant, huge bowl of salad.
Oh no.
Salad.
It had like peppers and cucumbers and chive. It had
Mushrooms.
everything in it, including mushrooms. And nobody knew. They just threw it on the table and
I love
everyone
your
helped
friend.
themselves. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh. Yeah.
I love it.
How many people tripped balls? How many people were there and had that?
Oh, there was like 30 people there. Yeah, it was a big party.
And he got
And
everybody fucked.
mostly, yeah. Almost
many
everybody
people
had
hated
salad. I don't know. Don't
You
even
know,
know.
I remember this one time. Okay, so we always found it cheaper to buy our drugs in bulk. So we would have we'd have drug parties, right? And it would be like, hey, we're all doing acid tonight. So you'd show up and you'd hand $10 at the door, right?
Yep.
And fucking right on your tongue. Here you go, right?
Yeah.
Just boom.
Yeah.
You're having fucking a good time. Now you have a party. You have a
And you had
house.
to make sure they took it too.
Yeah. Oh, that was it. It's going right on.
No
I'm putting it
bullshit.
on
That's
your tongue,
right. Yeah.
right.
Slap right on the tongue.
What things we didn't realize back then is that every time you put that on somebody's tongue, you're getting a little bit because you're picking up another one and putting it on something. You're getting fucking high because that's going into your skin.
Yeah.
And it's slowly absorbing it. Holy shit, man. I remember I was fucking doing the door for the first 3 hours. And all of a sudden I'm going, I feel high as fuck. And my buddy's like, did you take anything? I'm like, no, man. I'm just trying to fucking make money, right? And he's like, have you been wearing gloves? And I'm like, for what? And he's like, so it doesn't get onto your finger. And I'm like, no, I just been. He's like, dude. So yeah, I'm supposed to wear gloves and fucking hand
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I had a fucking great night.
I bet.
Oh, great time. That
Must have been fabulous.
That was a great drug. I will have to say. Do you ever do it, George? Do you ever do any psychedelics or anything?
No.
Why?
I don't like weed and all that back in the day.
There's something with psychedelics. It's fucking. Honestly, it is almost life changing when you do it. You look at stuff differently.
It's pretty bizarre. Like I said, I had a fabulous time. My first time, right? And it happened to be Halloween, so it was a dress-up party.
Even better.
Nobody was allowed in if they weren't wearing a costume, and it wasn't just like, shitty make. I'm a football player because I wore a shirt. Yeah. Like you had to wear a costume. So I don't know if you guys know this movie called The Dark Crystal.
I've heard of it. Yeah. It's like a puppet thing, right?
Yes, it's all it's like puppets, right? Like the Muppets kind of shit.
I think it is Jim Henson.
But incredible.
Yeah. And
they had this one bird there called a Skeksis, and he's just got this. They got these giant beaks, right?
Yeah.
So I got this mask, right? And I forget where the eye holes were. Oh yeah, the eye holes were just above the beak. They were tiny, and the full beak and everything, right? It was a whole head thing that went right down your neck. And then I got the capes and everything, just like in the movie. And I got rubber gloves. And then what I did is I actually put the veins on them with silicone, and I painted them all. And I put long nails on them.
Right.
And then I'm sitting there going, I got an epiphany. I go, I'm wearing a mask that totally covers my head and my neck and my face. And we can't take our masks off, right? It's a costume party. I go, how am I going to drink?
Oh.
And I thought, oh my God, shit. So listen to this. My middle finger underneath the fingernail, right, on my glove, I put a hole underneath the fingernail. And you ever seen that little tiny 1/4-inch clear rubber hose that you get for fish tanks?
Yeah.
Well, I had that under my fingernail. It ran up my finger, around my wrist, up my arm, over my shoulder, up my neck, and into my mouth. So when I would drink, I would stick my finger in a drink. And that
Clever.
became so much fun in itself because
Wow.
I didn't talk the whole night. I just made the sound of the bird. But,
Yeah.
you know, people are standing there holding their drink, and all of a sudden my arm would come over. And I'd stick my finger in anybody's drink, and I'd just start drinking. And you watch the drink go down, down, down. Oh my God, it was so funny. And people are looking at me, looking at their drink. No one said anything, but I got so much free booze that night.
Wow. That's hilarious.
And then I had a bottle of whiskey, right? So I started doing this kind of stuff. Yep,
Oh, yeah.
that was me right there.
Mhm.
That was so. Yeah, it actually had those eyes, and you looked out of holes just right underneath the eyes.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
so I'm drinking all these drinks. I said, I don't even need my whiskey. I said, what the hell am I going to do? So I had an idea. I stuck my finger in my whiskey bottle and I turned it up, and I would just start sucking on
Smelled
the
it.
hose until I tasted the whiskey,
Yeah.
right? And then I would stop, take the bottle off, and I kind of held my finger up and kept the hose tight. And then I'd walk over to my buddy, and I'd hold my finger over top of the drink, and I would blow in the hose. And they would see whiskey come out of my finger into their drink. Oh my God, so much fun. So yeah, that was awesome on mushrooms.
I should have had you on the Red Green show on back in the day there with all the little adventures you've done. Heiko, that's cool. That's
Oh yeah, lots of fun.
Well,
Well,
Mr.
great
Heiko,
to see you guys, by the way. It's been a while.
It has, it really has. Well,
One day we'll actually
yeah.
get together.
yeah.
I know. We still got to get George out to a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys keep saying that.
I know. It'll happen.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
but
gonna be
you know what?
George, what's it going to take, George? What's holding you back? What's happening? How come? Are you too old? Are you dying on us? What's going on?
It's a variety of things, I think. Yeah.
All right.
But see, I'm different. You know, we keep talking about doing stuff, wanting to do stuff. We never do anything. Derek mentioned the kayaks. He said, "Yeah, I'm in," and I went.
Yep.
And I want to go again.
Cool. Let's go.
And seriously, we need to get together sometime. Like, you know, we might pile in a car one day and come visit Junior, or you know,
We might just have to show up at George's fucking house.
Yeah.
There,
yeah. Actually, maybe we'll do that because George
Can George come out?
George
and
doesn't
play?
go anywhere. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom on the door.
Can George come out and play, Mrs. George?
That's right. Well, she'd love to kick me out of the house, actually. It's not a
Yeah.
problem with
Yeah,
that.
boys, don't bring him home too early.
That's right.
Actually,
Absolutely.
you know
Get
what?
him under my feet.
It'll be on a Monday night. We'll show up
Okay.
at George's at 8:30, and we'll go, George, you're doing the show from your house tonight.
All right, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's
We're
right. Yeah.
doing it live from the Royal.
There you go.
The Atomic Ballroom's over there.
They're perfect.
There.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
cool.
I'll play
Yeah.
some tunes, get the lights going, you know. Not
I'm
a
going to do
problem.
this again. This was good snack.
All right. That's a pretty good snack.
Yeah. Well, Junior, I'm glad you had a chance to come on today. Your connection got better because it's been a while. It's always a pleasure having you on.
Thank you.
And I don't know about all our fans. I don't know if we had a list or whatever. All I know is Kathy came on and she guessed the freaking backside in
Told you
like
she would. Told you she would.
7 seconds. Poof.
Doesn't mess
It was
about.
like,
Just
Oh,
like
Kathy,
that.
no.
'Cause it's
so
the
thanks for
devil
doing that,
inside.
Kathy.
Devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside.
Yeah.
And yes, Kathy mentioned that her and what's his name? The other guy, the big guy? I forget his name.
Oh,
his name?
yeah. Yeah, he used to
I used
hang
to have
around
him on
with
the
us.
show here.
Yeah, he used to hang around with us the odd time. Yeah.
Ringo.
Oh, he's the guy who
Ringo.
used to hang around with the
Yeah,
band
yeah,
or something.
yeah.
I remember
Her and
Voice
Ringo
of an
have
Angel guy,
kayaks.
right? Voice of an Angel guy.
So-
That's it, right?
Oh,
That's-
yeah,
that's
that
it.
guy. That guy.
Ringo and
Yeah.
I have kayaks,
There.
and we should make a date. So
There you go.
Okay, Kathy, how about this? Wednesday. If not
This Wednesday.
next Wednesday. If not that Wednesday, the Wednesday after that. If not the Wednesday after that, the Wednesday after that. And then it's going to be getting cold. So I might just do like 2 or 3 more Wednesdays after that. But that's about
And then
it.
you'll be sledding.
But Wednesday's a good day.
I don't have a kayak.
I have one.
You got
I
a spare
actually
one?
have 5 of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I've only got 2 here.
Right.
Yeah. But
I know
if you have a canoe, there's lots of people who like to canoe.
Right. Well, it's
And-
not technically it's not mine. It's my son's, right? So I don't know anything
Maybe
about
your
them.
son wants to go with you.
I don't think you have to ask permission.
It's a big ass thing. I couldn't carry that.
Sure you can.
No.
The middle bar. You
know.
put it on your
Yeah,
shoulders.
you're
I got
rolling over.
Yep.
On your back.
Wait, you're talking to me now.
I have a 16-foot freight canoe,
Right.
and I think it's 85 pounds. And
Right.
you put the bar on your shoulders and you walk with it.
Yeah, once
Right.
they get balanced, they're good.
Yeah. So yeah,
All right.
let's do it.
Okay, so you want to know something?
What?
If I go over and I hit this button, it turns
Uh-oh.
the shit off.
Well, that's another wrap for the Heikodalic Show, folks, so time to get dirty. And don't forget, listen in next week on Monday night and every Monday after that for the Heikodalic Show at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like more information on the Heikodalic Show, please find us at www.theheikodalicshow.com or .ca. We'll see you all next week on the Heikodalic Show. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor for the Heikodalic Show, it's easy. Just send us an email at info@theheikodalicshow.com. Meanwhile, you can browse our website at www.theheikodalicshow.com or .ca. Click on our sponsor tab and find out more information on sponsorships. Thanks for joining the Heikodalic Show family.
Hi, Mike. Welcome to Heiko After the Show. This is where you get to see what our living rooms and basements look like without
That's right.
us in them. This is when we say we are fucking out of here and we're gonna choke on peanuts and whatever he's fucking eating.
It looked like a really big peanut,
Did it?
and I threw it in my mouth, and it was a ball of barbecue spice.
Oh yes.
There was no nut in
no
it.
nut in it at all.
No.
Oh, look, if we wouldn't have stayed on longer, that would never have happened. Holy shit.
We're still live though, right?
We are.
That's
are
okay.
still live.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is Heiko after the show.
Okay.
Oh.
Some
Actually-
people like to see what we actually do after the show.
I never actually got to thank our guest and give us an outro.
Right.
But that's okay.
You did
You can
say
do it
thank
now.
you, Kathy, and
I said thanks. Yeah, Kathy. I didn't get to say, hey, see you all next week back here on
Yeah.
Monday night
Yeah.
on the Heikodalic Show. I
just
just did it.
you just did it.
You did.
That's
You did.
You did it.
Heiko, I have a question for you.
Oh,
What?
Well, it's a bit of advice, actually.
Is it about my hair? About
It's
my
not about
hair?
drugs. You know a bit about autos, right?
Yes.
Well, I've got a thing with the battery in my van, right? And I've had, I was pulling out of the driveway last week at one point. It said like something charges failed, and then the thing went
Right.
off. I've not been driving it a lot, right? So I was
Mhm.
looking at the voltage because you can look at the voltage. And when I'm driving, the voltage is like 14.5 or whatever, which I think
Perfect.
is good.
That's
But
good.
when it's just stood, like when I came back, or I can't remember, it was like 12.2, when it's in rest.
Yeah. Was it idling? Was the
Uh,
engine still running?
No.
Or was it off?
Yeah.
Well, that's perfectly fine. That's good. That's what it'll do.
12.2.
Yep.
But when it was idling at one point, because I took it out last night for a spin, I thought, I haven't been using it a lot. I've been using Liz's car. I thought, well, maybe it's been stood there in the cold, not in the cold, but the condensation.
Yeah.
But when it's idling, sometimes there's a slight flicker in the headlights or whatever. You know what I mean? It just stood on the driveway.
Right.
That could just be the alternator kicking on and off.
Yeah. Well, the alternator's like 3 months old, and and the battery, I'd replaced them at the end of May.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. What will happen a lot is when the car is just running, it's idling,
Mhm.
the RPM are low. And as soon as you start driving, the RPMs go up. And what will happen is your voltage goes from that 12 to 14, and your lights will go brighter.
Right.
Everything will get brighter. Right?
Oh, I thought that was
Everything
the sign of something going when it's like, do you know what I mean? I mean, it drives fine. I just thought, am I draining the battery? But it's
Sell
charging.
it now, George. Sell it while you can.
I don't think anyone will buy it.
Get out of it.
I don't think anyone will buy it. You know what I mean? I've got to keep this baby on the road a few months longer.
Yeah.
I've got to do a few gigs. So it's okay then. 12.2, is that okay? I thought
it's fine.
Higher than
Absolutely fine.
12.2 is fine. Anything
at rest,
half.
you will be right around 12 volts. When you're driving and it's charging, it's always a little higher.
Yeah. So say I got into it in the morning or whatever,
Yep.
And I check what the battery voltage is, but that before I start it,
It'll be 12 volts.
Yeah.
It'll be 12 volts. Yep.
12.2 is fine. I don't have to be any higher than that.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. It could be anywhere from, well, you don't want to get into 11s, like 11.8 is okay, but 11.5 is not.
Right.
But anywhere from 12 to 12.5 is where it's going to be.
Don't worry about it.
I want to be sure, because I read somewhere that it should be 12.6 or something like that, and I thought,
No.
Fox,
it's good.
So I'm not going to drive somewhere and come out again and
nope. No, like I said, the only way, George, if it ever goes down into 11 point something, then you can say, "Oh, I'm a little concerned."
Yeah.
But other than that, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
You learned something. I might not learn about drugs, but I learned about my battery. There you go.